I hope this is the Tokyo Sneakers YouTube channel. Tokyo Sneakers YouTube channel. Kana. Yesterday I tried to change the name of the channel, but it's yesterday for you, but it's in 2 days time for me because I shoot my videos in advance. So I'm not sure if I was able to change the name of the channel because I can't change it until that video that drops yesterday for you, but in the future for me. But anyway, what it means is I'm not sure until after this content is dropped whether I've been able to change the channel name, and hopefully I've been able to change the channel name to Tokyo Sneakers. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm also looking to tell you guys a little bit more about myself and who I am and who that is over there making all that racket in the background. If you're a regular watcher of my videos, you'll know that I have a little 1-year-old and she bangs around in the background in some of the videos. If I can get her to sleep, I send her through to her room and she has a sleep, but she's not really interested in doing right now. So you have a little backing music there from my little one who will sometimes chip in with her comments and content. And what I'm looking to do is to make this channel a little bit more authentic. I feel like the first 6 months were me trying out things and getting used to YouTube. So and what I've decided on is to try and call the channel Tokyo Sneakers YouTube channel. And I'm Doug from Tokyo Sneakers YouTube channel, so it's nice to meet you guys out there. And today the sneakers that we're looking at today are 3 of them. They are 6s, 7s and 8s, Jordan 6s, Jordan 7s and Jordan 8s, and they're from the Reflections of a Champion pack. As I said in the introduction, today is all about the Reflections of a Champion pack, and it is to me, and it's a question to you, is do you think it's a good idea for Nike to go head to head with Adidas on the 3M front? The same weekend that this Reflections of a Champion pack is due to drop, things might change, Adidas are also dropping their triple black Yeezy 350 V2s, one in black and one in black with 3M reflective colouring in there. So you've got this reflective battle between the Reflections of a Champion pack and that Yeezy 350 V2, and it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. I'll tell you my thoughts about ranking the 3 Reflections of a Champions pack and the 2 Yeezys together and see where I rank them in priority for me trying to get my hands on them and how well received I think they'll be out there. But today's video is about those Reflections of a Champions pack, so we're going to have a look at those 3 sneakers right after you've hit that subscribe button down below. So please do hit the subscribe button down below. Toro onegaishimasu. And I do bring you content every single day, so hitting that subscribe button and listening to my little girl bang away with her toys in the corner is well worth it. Every single day getting content about sneakers, I'd say that's pretty much worth the subscribe, so go ahead and click. Okay, let's look at these sneakers. We're going to go through them in numerical order. There are some consistencies that I don't need to talk about each time, which is, for example, they're all grey or silver, depending which way you look at it, and the upper is laced with what appears to be 3M in the colourway, and I tried to think of the right word for it and I came up with shimmer. They shimmer. I think that's the right word for describing these uppers, because when you get them in the sun especially, they have this real kind of crystal or diamond sort of shimmer to them. All 3 of them, and they all have that kind of grey, light grey upper. It's not a gunmetal grey colour, it's more of a light colourway to that. So all of them have that, and all of them have that upper. So what we'll do is we'll dispense with discussion of that, and we'll focus in on some of the details and the accents on them, and we'll do it in numerical order. So we'll start with the 6s, onto the 7s, then onto the 8s. So the 6s, basically it's an infrared black. I know it's a grey sneaker, I know it's a shiny grey sneaker, or silver, depending on which way you look at it, so it's not an infrared black, but basically that's what it is, except for that upper. If you exchanged out the black uppers of the infrared blacks for this, you'd get the same sneaker with the same red accents or infrared accents in the same places. For example, on the tongue, where you've got that Jumpman stitched in there, embroidered in there on the tongue, and also that lace lock in the infrared colouring there. On the back, where you have that unique 6 sort of pull tag on the back there, and also then when you get down to the air units where you've got the accents above the air units, all in infrared black. And I think also, when I think about it now, the Jumpman on the outsole as well. So all of those are in infrared black, and then one nice feature is on the back, on the heel, you've got that Nike Air branding as opposed to a Jumpman on the back there, which I'm sure people will appreciate and like very, very much. Then on to the 7s. Now, there's a bit of controversy about the 7s because they took basically most of the design from another colorway, which completely slips my mind, but some people are waiting for that colorway to retro, so they're not happy that it's semi-retroed in these reflections of a Champion pack. But you know, that's the way it is, and I make the decisions and do what they want to do, obviously. But they're very, very similar to the 6s. The 7s and the 6s were very similar sneakers anyway. I mean, the tongues were very different, but other than that, it was very similar sneakers. Just a little tweak in the forefoot overlays was one of the very few changes. But between these 6s and 7s, the major place, we've got a bit of background music from a little one there to bring us into this major place where there's a difference between the two, is there's gold accents on the 7s, and there's two particular places where you get that gold accent. One is with the ankle jump man up there on the ankle, around the ankle support. There's a nice gold junk man. Oh, that could be a thing, a junk man embroidered into the ankle, and then around the back on the ankle pull tag, you've got a gold accent there as well. But other than that, they're very, very similar in their positioning of the infrared highlights, for example, and the the colors, the black, the red, and the grey, or the shimmer grey, as I suppose we could call it, as to the 6s as well. But they do, the pictures I've seen of them, the 6s have come with black laces, I think, and then the 7s have come with a very similar colour grey lace to the upper. One of the things I'm wondering is how many different interchangeable laces there'll be on both pairs, on all pairs actually, and if these ones will just come with that matching lace colour, or if there'll be an interchangeable lace to have something different on there. She's not for giving up, but you know, that's her prerogative. She's won, she gets to do what she wants. Okay, then on to the 8s. The 8s, the 8s. I don't like to be negative about sneakers on my channels, but I don't like to lie either, and honestly, I don't like the 8s. I've never been a huge fan of them at all. That fluffy Jumpman logo up there on the tongue, which is here again on these, not a huge fan of them. I've never been a huge fan of the strap that kind of, goes around the ankle for support, and that leads into the straps that cross over on the front of the lacing system, which you get on 8s as well. Very similar to the recently released Fear of God 180 Raids, I think it was. I think the moccasins had one strap, but the 180s had two that crisscrossed across the front, and just like that, the 8s have them. But I think the straps that crisscross across the front of the lacing system on 8s have too much fabric in them. They're too thick, and they hide the lacing system too much, and there's too much dead space in there, so I'm not a huge fan of them. What I am a fan of is down near the sort of lower part of the upper, or the upper part of the lower, whatever you want to call that, the flashes of colour around about the midfoot area, where you've got red and white and black all mixed in together on the midfoot area there, which is pretty cool in my opinion. But like I said at the start of this video, I said I was going to rank these 3 sneakers, the 6, 7, 8s, the Reflection of the Champion, and the 2 Yeezys, the non-reflective triple blacks and the reflective triple blacks. And the way I would say, if I was having to choose which ones to go for and which order I'd want them, I want the Yeezy reflectives, I want the Yeezy non-reflectives, I want the Jordan 6s, the Jordan 7s, and then the Jordan 8s. A very simple order to want the shoes in. That's my personal preference. If you have a personal preference as to those 5 sneakers, which order you would like to get them in, which order you'll be going for them in, please let me know in the comments down below. That's my personal opinion, because that's my personal like, and it's okay if we have differences of opinion. I appreciate dialogue on my channel and people hitting me up with comments about what they would do, especially when it differs from mine. Now I'm going to check off and go and see why my little one keeps pressing that same music button down below, which is driving us all a little bit nuts, I'm sure. It's actually quite cute. But anyway, I'm going to chip off and see what she's up to. Thanks for checking out my content. Tomorrow I'll be back with another Nike sneaker. It's the collaboration with the Undercover brand, I think is the name of the brand. So I'll be back for that tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have the channel name in place and we'll know exactly what it is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Tokyo Sneakers, if YouTube will let me. If not, I'll come up with something else that's more creative. Please do hit the subscribe button down below. For now, it's time for me to check off. Thank you guys for checking out my content, and for me to say that I will see you tomorrow.